Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time for another red hot covered call video. Well, hey, look, in this video, we're going to talk about my May results. And I'm going to show you a trade at the end of this video that absolutely you can do. But what we're going to do in the first part of this video is talk about my May results because I believe I completed my very last trade for the month. Everything else is pushed out until next month. I'll give you a little flavor as to what that looks like. But in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm generating over $12,000 a month selling premium using covered calls and cash secure puts to generate real cash flow on the table. I'm going to give you a summary of all my trades. We'll talk briefly about some of them, but what I want you to take away from this video is not that I'm bragging or boasting. If you're out there, you're 45, 55, 65, you need a cash flow plan. You found the place, because what I'm about to tell you is this: if you learn how to sell premium, you can put your money to work. Your money can go to work for you, outpacing the stock market. Now, that comes with getting your knowledge, getting your experience, and then doing it. But once you do one trade, two trades, next thing you know, you won't need anybody on YouTube. Here's the deal. I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'm knocking it down. So, hey, look, if you like anything you hear today, I want you to subscribe to the channel. It's right there and it's free. I come back every week. I show you timely and relevant covered call and cash secure put trades that you can watch and learn from, so maybe it ups your game. And hey, look, if you like this video today, man, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. And what we're doing is this: I'm trying to give the members great quality trade ideas for which the very first trade they do is favorable. You want to know why I do this? Because I usually take on a position. See, I don't just float out trade ideas and then leave them and forget it. No, generally, I've done all the upfront homework, and I'll tell you what, I'm already dialing up a trade. Talked about Gilead, talked about Cisco, talked about Morgan Stanley. I'll tell you what, I love putting together trade ideas for myself and my members. They usually get a couple a week. I absolutely love presenting trade ideas that, one, I would do. I don't just throw them out there willy-nilly. See, I would take on this trade. And that's what makes my membership different, because if you're going to ask me about that trade, I know exactly the trade we're talking about. How many times have you emailed your financial guru you're paying hundreds of dollars a month, and they don't even know the trade you're talking about, yet they sent you the alert? I'll tell you what, that is not how it works at my membership. Absolutely love when I show the members not only trade alerts, but I also dig a little deeper, put out videos, content you never see on YouTube. Look, I have countless videos that the members get. And I'll tell you what, the best part is you can watch them via the phone app. Every member gets a phone app where they can watch all the videos right inside the phone app. No YouTube ads. And I'll tell you what, I always update the phone app for my real-time trades, all of my trade ideas, whether they be a covered call, cash secure put, or poor man's covered call, and I update all of the videos inside the phone app. Go to cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, get your 1 free month, join the membership. I would love to send you all of these. You get access to all of this right now if you sign up. I give you 1 free month, would love to welcome you aboard. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the numbers. And again, we are talking about my main numbers here. So if you want to be a keyboard warrior and in the comments say he spent 10 minutes talking and bragging about himself, well, you're not listening. So go ahead and leave that comment. Would love to delete you. Now, talking about those results. This is real money on the table. Okay, when we sell premium, we are not buying and then hoping the stocks go higher and we sell for stock appreciation. That's not how this works. We buy a stock, we give somebody the right, but not the obligation to take our shares from us. We pick the price, we get paid, and that's the cash flow that gets put on the table to pay the bills. We do that with our cash as well. So we're selling premium. If you've ever wondered what selling premium is and you found my video here first, go back to YouTube, search how to sell premium. Write covered calls, sell cash secure puts. Now, over the past month of May, I've been able to generate $12,343 cash on the table. Now, we've done a lot of covered calls, a lot of cash secure puts, and we've done some poor man covered calls. I'll tell you what, right now, my stable of poor man covered call stocks are absolutely kicking ass, and they're profitable. That's the key. I think I have one that's not doing so well. Got to get that sucker off the bench into the game. But let's talk about these results. Over the past 5 months, I've been able to really up my game now that I'm in retirement. I'm able to use my IRA as I'm able to write cover calls and sell puts within my retirement IRA. That's turning out to be fabulous because that's sort of a new sandbox I'm able to play in, and I'm able to make more trades. And to be honest with you, I'm able to take on bigger trades. And a lot of my contracts are now floating between 5, 10, and 20 contracts. So obviously the numbers are bigger. What I want you to take away from these numbers is this. If you have a small ball account, try to think of it in terms of cash on cash percentage gain. Because in the beginning, if you write a covered call and you make $42, that's not going to get anybody up in the morning. It might even frustrate you. You're seeing a guy like me making all this money, yet you're making $42. What I want you to do is focus on that cash on cash percentage gain, because here's the deal. If you are beating the overall market, you are now building a game plan, right? You're putting a game plan to work that is profitable, and you're beating the S&P 500. That's the key here. We try to beat the S&P 500, but this isn't an annual game, right? Most money managers out there will try to make 8% annually. We're generally able to knock down 3% using great stocks, doing our due diligence, then putting our plan into action. And when we do that, generally over a 30-day period, we're going to potentially collect 3 to 4% cash on cash. And that's what you're seeing here with my trades. So right now, $12,343 for May. Let's go ahead and take a look at how many trades I did and talk about some of them. So what you're seeing here are trades that the members saw the trade alert and they saw the trade being closed. They understand why I open and close these trades. So as you can see, the month was peppered with a variety of different trades. We had the poor man's covered call, which you see here in purple. You see a cash secure put, which is red. And you see the standard covered call, which is green. The yellow Gilead trade turns out to be a poor man's covered call. Don't know why I changed the color, but I did. Here's what we did for the month. We made $12,343. You could see that many of these trades I buy back. This column right here is the buyback column. And what that means is this. When I place the trade begins just like any other trade. I have the stock price, I have the strike price, and then I have the premium I collected, and then I have the expiration. And of course, how many contracts I have, okay? So you see that. Stock trading, strike price, premium, expiration, contracts, okay? And this would be the potential cash flow if I do not buy them back. Well, I do not let them go to expiration a lot of times because I am going to take profits off the table. I now believe that Wall Street believes it's the sucker in the game that leaves profits on the table. So right now, that number 1,000 really entices me to take the trade off the board. So a lot of times my members will see this projected cash flow of 3,500 or 2,500, only to find out that I end up buying it back when it's closer to 1,000. Because in my mind, I'm going to be active in my trades, but I'm also not going to be the sucker. And what I mean by that is if there's profit to be had, I'm taking it off the board, we sit back, we reboot, we come up with another trade. And that's really where my trading's at. Some would say I'm a day trader or swing trader of selling premium. And you would be right on the swing trading part. I place a trade with the expectations it'll go about 30 days. But if there's profit, I am not the sucker anymore. What I do is take that profit off the table and we reevaluate the position. And if we're going to then roll that option, we're going to roll it out a couple weeks looking to pick up more credits. I'm much more active, and that's what I love to do. So as you see some of these trades, you see various amounts of profit. You'll see that I had 1,000 here, almost 1,000 there, 13,000, 2,000. It varies. It varies. Now, in the month, I had some losers. But what I want you to understand is those losers are buybacks, and I ended up selling the shares for more. In this case of Chevron, this was a standard covered call where I bought the option back, which means I had to give away $1,400 in premium, but then I turned around and sold the shares higher, which gave me a $2,600 profit. So sometimes a loss looks like a loss, but it's not a loss. I take the loss on the upfront near-term covered call buyback, and then I sell the shares making a profit. This May, I only had the one negative trade there, but again, it's a buyback, which turns out to be a profit when I sell the shares. Also notice that I collected some dividends along the way, and that means I held the shares through the X date. I collected a $1,000 profit on VLO. I own 1,000 shares of VLO. We're writing a covered call. In fact, we have a covered call on VLO right now. Again, if these are selling premium stocks, I'm going to count stock appreciation, dividends collected, and covered call premium. That's how it works. That's how the big number is tallied. It's not me holding it. This is all about churning this selling premium portfolio, generating monthly cash flow. Now, one of these, 3M, I haven't put in the game in a while. Tell you what, I'm down on that, kicked in the nads. But we're going to get that in the game. And if I have to take a loss, then guess what? We take a loss. Because if you remember, when looking at my totals, it's May, and I've already made $61,553. It's only May. We're not even a full 6 months into the year. Now, a couple days we will. My point is this. I might have to have some write-offs, so I may have to tax harvest at the end of this year. Now, with that said, while we're here, right now, I'm generating about $5,100 a month. And I'll tell you what, selling premium offers us that ability to use our cash, use our stocks, and generate real cash flow that gets dumped into our account. We then use it, pay the bills, live the good life. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at how June is setting up. Now, being a member, you see my real-time trades. I mean, you get the emails and you can look at the phone app, but at the end of the day, you can go to this website where you can see all of my trades that are active. As I open a trade, close a trade, I add and remove, so members always see my trades. I'm transparent, man. My P&L is what it is. You place a trade, you update it, you post it. It is what it is. So I let my members see all of my trades, and they can ask me about any of these. Obviously, they can see the entire write-up of these trades, and they know when I close them as well. Right now, if the month ends with all of this expiring without me touching anything, John just goes away, 13,262. You can see it right there. Absolutely setting the stage for yet another decent five-figure return. And I'll tell you what, I love this number of 13,000, 14,000, 15,000. If I have that the rest of the way, I am absolutely on mark to where I'd love to be at the end of the year. Now, a lot of people ask me, how much money do I use? Well, right now, all of my trades that are active and live, I'm using about 437,000 in capital. So right now, I'm using 437 in capital. Now, these will come off the board. I'll put new trades on the board, so this number constantly changes. There was a certain point this month where I only had 200,000 in used capital. And there was a moment where I had over 600,000 using capital to sell premium, writing covered calls, selling cash secure puts. So this number fluctuates, so I can't really say I use this set number anymore. I used to use about 225 to set the example that somebody in retirement with a 401k of about 225,000 could generate X. Well, now that I have my IRA that I'm using, it's really fluctuating all over the place. But here's the deal. My members get to see more trades, and at the end of the day, that's more trade alerts for them, if they do their due diligence and if they want to take on that trade. Let's go ahead, take a look at a covered call trade that I would love to show you so I can up your game.